This is 24-year-old Ariana Preston. She was a 3-year veteran of the Chicago Police Department and set to graduate next week from Loyola Chicago with a master's degree in criminology. Her parents described her as a beautiful soul who always saw the best in people and had wanted to be a police officer for her whole life. This past Saturday night, Ariana Preston got back home from work at 1:42 in the morning. She was shot multiple times on her front lawn in cold blood and would later die. 5 people have been arrested in connection with her murder. One of them was a 19-year-old who had been arrested multiple times. He was first arrested in July 2021 after being found with an illegal gun. While in custody, he spat on a cop and tried to kick another. But those charges were all dropped. Less than a week later, he was arrested again for throwing his mother down the stairs. She was given a protective order from her son, but those charges were also dropped. As that case was pending, he was indicted yet again for more felony gun charges. This time, he got probation and community service. And finally, he was arrested a 4th time for a 4th gun charge that was later dropped. 4 separate arrests for 4 separate illegal gun charges, and the most that came out of it was probation and community service. And now, a woman is dead. The reason this is relevant is because in the mind of a liberal, every problem with guns in America will be solved with a simple assault weapons ban. Despite the fact that assault weapon is not a term that means anything, despite the fact that rifles are responsible for less than 1% of all homicides that occur in America every year. And meanwhile, left-wing politicians don't even enforce the gun laws on the books. Criminals are allowed to roam free, and people die because of it. Liberals refuse to enforce the gun laws on the books, but at the same time want to take away guns for law-abiding Americans. And we've also seen absolutely no protests for Ariana Preston, like we have in New York for Jordan Neely. That guy with 42 prior arrests who was put in a chokehold by a former Marine after he threatened people on the subway. People literally crowded the subway tracks in New York City because of this. But Ariana Preston has gotten none of that. You probably didn't even hear that this story existed until I told you it just now. A career criminal who died after doing something wrong got all the attention from the left and the media, while a law-abiding citizen who literally protected her fellow people for a living was killed in cold blood. And she got nothing.